Hey, I'm Stephen Watson here at Someday Farm, and I was just thinking about a way to allow for an understanding of errors that a Taichituan student might, self-generate or bring about themselves, not purposefully, not consciously. So what I see quite often is when somebody comes into a single-legged posture, right? Then of course people know, boy, that's going to be the hard one. That's the tough one on my balance. That's the one where I always wobble. And what I see is, of course, that then there's some anxiety about that, some hesitation, some concern, worry, whatever, fear maybe. And people will tend to, perhaps unconsciously, hurry as they approach that move, or in the early part of that move, they speed up a little bit. And then they need to arrive on that single-legged position. But if we think about, arriving at the single-legged position, if I'm speeding up here, then I have momentum going, in the direction beyond the point at which I'm going to stop and, be upright and balanced, right, stable. And so if I was speeding up and needing to stop, that's a whole lot more work to stop on a dime if you're going fast, or indeed speeding, not simply going fast. And so it actually stands to reason that if anything, we would want to slow down as we approach, this single place to stand on one leg and be upright. And we can kind of check this if our knee travels once we think our weight is done shifting, if our knee keeps moving, or if the weight in the foot continues to move often, towards the ball or the toes. So we can kind of check in on that. Often, of course, we can kind of feel that our posture actually goes. We kind of almost start to float the heel a little bit before we settle back into the posture, and then sort of hopefully stand on one leg and do whatever we're doing. The speeding up is not going to help you. But I think the speeding up happens because of the psychology. Like, this is a concerning, challenging, difficult, fretful move for me. So on some level, maybe not fully consciously, I kind of speed up to kind of get it over with. But the speeding up doesn't help me do it well. In fact, it challenges me to do it well. It makes it harder, which is likely to mean that the next time I approach it, I have another bit of life experience that, boy, that move is hard. I always knew it was hard. So then we speed up, maybe speed up more, maybe speed up sooner, maybe speed up at a faster rate, or just continue to speed up as we did before without varying it, but still speeding. Which means that I'm not really going to end up in that sort of one point kind of single-legged, balanced, upright, stable, settled, good structure, good posture, which means I'm going to feel like, yep, that's what I thought was going to happen. This is a tough move. So we speed up again. So maybe taking a break, taking a pause, saying, let me be as slow as the rest of my form, maybe even more slowly. And when we go more slowly, it is going to be harder work, but that work will be in the legs, maybe in the core and the abs a little bit, but it'll be in the lower body, where it's meant to be. The work of such moves is not here and here. It's not the work of worry and fretful and anxiety and overthinking and hurrying. It's physical work. So if we have an opportunity to steer towards the physical work and away from that sort of psychological work, we might actually find we're doing the movement better. And by slowing down, we're giving our muscles a greater challenge, so they get stronger, which makes them better able to support the proper application of the move. By the way, whether or not we're stepping onto one leg or two, we're still weighted over one point. So all of this would apply if you have both feet on the ground and the weight was shared between them, or fully on one or fully on the other. It's just that psychologically, when we stand on one leg, it really feels a lot harder. But the same rules would apply with every weight shift, and the same challenges apply, although maybe less overtly or powerfully when we have both feet on the ground. So this may pay off everywhere in your practice. Thanks.